What's up, guys? This is JTQ9 of SSX-1, and welcome back for a brand new season, Season 34, War Number 1. Super excited to be here, and I just thought I'd start this off with, well, you know what? I was showing it off to the thumbnail in one of the chats earlier, and I realized a couple of young guys have no idea who this picture is, or who this guy is on the front of this picture. So I have decided to introduce a clip of an old movie, an oldie but a goldie. I think it was released in '96, but anyways, it's still a timeless one. If you look at all of the TV reruns of it, it is Independence Day. And basically the only reason why I know that this was out in '96 was I believe I was either graduating from grade 6 or 7. And anyway, I was on my first date with parents in the background, sitting a couple of seats back, watching this movie with a girl that I honestly don't even think I spoke to the entire movie, and being a 2.5 hour long movie. Anyway, I digress. Here's the clip, and then we'll get into the war talk.
Hello, boys! I'm back!
Man, I love that movie. One of my favorite of all time. Anyway, yeah, we're very excited to go over this war with you today. We've got SAS. Got a buddy over there, Dreamin'. What's up? Always says he starts off slow in the season. Hopefully it's the case for this one as well. But here, yeah, I'm taking a new lane. First time I've ever taken this lane. I've got Void, Penny. That's not true at all. So I figure, you know what, start season 1 off with a bang. A fight I'm very familiar with. Again, watch the timer. Throw the SP1 since the SP2 does no incinerate damage. And make sure you don't get hit is basically the strategy here. Not my cleanest of fights, I must say. I mean, so far so good. And again, I was being ultra conservative. Usually I'm a little more aggressive and try to get the fight down a little bit quicker. I mean, the first 80 so odd hits are okay, and I keep good track of the timer. But I'm usually, because the SP1 does, 7 or 8 hits, I'm never too concerned about getting a debuff on me for too long. But for whatever reason, I don't know. I think at this point I lost track, or anyway, I forget exactly what happens, but this was probably one of my more poor attempts at this for whatever reason. Yeah, I think it's coming up now, where I lose track of the timer. He throws the SP1, and then I believe I miss a parry. Yeah, I missed the parry there, which kept the debuff on me a little bit longer than usual. So that's not a problem. But this is where I completely missed another parry. I'm going to blame it on the input issues. You know what? You guys have seen me take this way too often, and to know that I'm usually pretty good with this. But yeah, no, I was not happy because I knew I had 2 more fights with Penny and I had to heal up. And yeah, slightly disappointed with ending with 40% health. I mean, it's not a death, so obviously that's the most important thing as a solo. But a good shaky way to start the season. So yeah, healing up, getting those pots on. I am tracking the loyalty again, like I did last season. So that'll be kind of sporadically, maybe after War 4 or 5, and or maybe even 6. I'll give like a half season synopsis of how everything's being spent. Hopefully Kabam is giving us some more loyalty, because I know I burned through a ton of it last season. So here we got a Weapon X. So again, you've seen me take this numerous times in the past. Idea is build to the SP1, throw it when he's going to cross the bar to get the Spidey charges up and optimized. Make sure that, usually the cycle, what I do is I let him get to the unstoppable part first. Usually you have to get some sort of intercept in there, or, because of the power gain 1, it actually makes it a little bit easier. So, yeah, throw the bar 1. Throw the SP1 when he's close to a bar of power, get the 10 Spidey charges, then build back up to an SP2, and as you can see, he just melted away. So here on this Jabari, we got next, Penny again, straightforward Penny fight. SP1, get the 2 bars of power, SP2, fight should be done. So initially we're supposed to have a WAGs pre-fight on this, but unfortunately I had a soccer game and kind of got to these fights a little bit later than I wanted to. But I take her in AQ all the time, so I'm super, super familiar with this champ. Ideally, you want to push to the SP2 because then she doesn't get her Huntress charges, and it could very easily, because of the kind of the power gain or costs her, I think 50% less per special, her charges add up pretty quick. But again, SP1, SP2, fight's done, 49 hits, incinerate damage does the rest. So again, nothing I was overly concerned about, but happy to get that fight down clean. So the good thing was about this war is I was able to boost up and kind of get everything done in one go. So that's why you're seeing kind of one take of everything going on here, whether it was potion healing or anything. But yeah, so this next fight, I've got Quake, I've got War Machine. Nothing too complicated here. Didn't get any debuffs on me, so I'm not worried about unblockable in case I mess up. And just basically straight quaking and shaking. So I could have also Quake parried, which I know some people like to do that style, but I'm just super familiar just quaking and baking and or quaking and shaking or whatever the expression is. And the only thing you have to watch out for is kind of the big over swinging left hook or the two-handed push forward. Those are kind of your two cues when you can let up and reset your Quake cycle. So once you've kind of nailed those two finishing moves down, the rest of the fight is just pretty easy. I mean, I don't know why he was taking a little bit longer. Usually you can get it down in about 10 cycles. It's usually about 10% per kind of cycle. And maybe I was just impatient. Maybe I was tired. Who knows? But just this fight just seemed like it went on forever. And I found his movements a little trickier than some of the other ones to because he also throws kind of like a left kind of hook as well as the haymaker that for the ending thing. So sometimes, you can mix that up and potentially mess that up. But no, again, so pretty clean fight. Didn't take any hits. The Invul boost went to good use. And I managed to actually get the one Invul boost for those 3 fights. I mean, that's how quick they were able to go down. So that was very exciting. So, yeah, on the next one, Null, Mole God. You've seen me take this also a good amount of times. You've seen me die to him once. Did I once? I don't remember. I'll have to go back and check that because I want to make sure that I'm factually correct. But in this case here, strategy for me is not forget the advanced power boost like I did last time, which makes the fight even more complicated. So at least this time I managed to remember to put it on. And then, so my idea for this strategy is you basically heavy 3 times in a row. 1, 2, 3, let him charge you. So you get your unstoppable and blockable, and then you throw the SP2, should do some damage, and pushes him past SP2. So then you dodge this, and then you go back in for another SP2, which in the past I feel like would kill him, but I feel like the defensive masteries maybe hit Coagulate or something on where it wasn't bleeding as much. So instead I decided to take an unblockable SP1 to the face. Fortunately, I was able to get an intercept and then quickly end the fight after that. So again, this fight can get scary if you keep that SP1 timer up too long, but with the 200 power boost back and then 12% kind of special attack bonus, it's great. And that was my war. So our battle group actually put up a good showing considering we're basically 7 new members in our battle group. There was a big shuffling that happened. And I'm happy to have everyone on. So we died twice this war. I believe once was a timeout to the boss, so which is unfortunate. But overall, a good war showing. So we put up 6 for our first one in this first kind of new node, new global. And we took the war. So very happy to start the season off on a good start. Sorry, SAS and Dreamin' for, ruining your guys' debut, I guess. But always nice to get that first one under the belt, and really happy, and we'll look forward to seeing you guys on the next one. Thanks for stopping by. Take care.